What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemian, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It's the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitters here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ready to talk some professionalized wrestling. We have with us on the line, first of all, from Beacon, New York. He's the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavored letter from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
Sorg.
Yes.
We are in a world that Marvel has movies again.
Yes, it's amazing. It's
Nature is healing, Sorg.
Yes.
Nature is healing.
I want this thing, though. Where
Get your fucking vaccines. Because if you sons of bitches are responsible for me not being able to see Spider-Man safely in theaters in December, I will murder all of you.
Yo, I think Eternals is the thing.
No.
I think you're gonna like some
Sorg?
Eternals.
Sorg?
Spider-Man.
I need to
Eternal
see
Man.
the
Eternal
Spider-Man
Man. Eternal.
in the theaters.
With jacked J.K. Simmons. I watched that movie that
Jack
he's in.
J.K. Simmons, gangly Tobey Maguire, relatively buff Andrew Garfield, cut from granite Charlie Cox. I hope everyone's in there. Sorg, I just want to see all the Spider-Mans.
That's right. Mary Jane's even going to be jacked. It's going to be
Mary
crazy.
Mary Jane is going to be jacked. She is essentially going to be a precursor to what Natalie Portman is going to be as Thor.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, I bumped something over there. Can't see myself. Anyways, we also have with us to make sure we get the facts straight from the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast, Mainstream Matt.
Did I miss something? Did Marvel drop something today?
No.
And I'm not talking about the Black Widow movie. Is there something else out there?
No. I mean, there's a What If trailer.
There's a What If trailer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
brother, is there
there's
a
a What If trailer?
Yes,
I think I
including
is that
the-
an old thing or is that a newer thing?
That dropped on Friday.
It dropped on
okay,
Friday.
I
It's
did-
coming
I
up
did
next
miss
month,
it.
I think. And final performance of Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman,
Yep. So
the king,
it's fun. It's fun.
the king of
It-
Wakanda.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Sorg, I think actually for gold, we should do a live reaction of Matt watching the What If trailer.
All right, Matt. By the way, and by the way,
Sounds-
Monday Mayhem.
Hello.
Monday Mayhem. We're here every Tuesday shortly after Raw goes off the air. It's been our Monday night loose dealing with Mondays, I guess.
Sorg, guess what? We're done in the dome.
Is this the last dome? Did I watch?
No more dome. This
We're
is
not.
it.
You're
No,
telling
yeah,
me
yeah,
we're
I-
not
I
gonna
think
get.
it.
You're telling me we're not gonna get any more dome from
No
WWE.
more dome.
No. Okay.
No more dome. Straight handies.
Sorgy,
Straight handies only. No more dome.
leave the Thunderdome alone.
Okay.
It's over.
I'm just done. I'm just done with this.
Done.
They don't care. I don't care.
You'll never see it again.
I'll try watching next week when we're back to it. Presuming I don't have any weird bookings, but actually Friday.
Oh, and here's what. While I'm thinking about this, I'm sorry, Sorg. I'll tee you up here in a second.
I don't think I've
This is a
completed a
message
thought
to
yet.
anybody out there who's going to try to tell you over the next 5 days that things are going to be different now that are in front of the live fans. That they're gonna snap it. They're gonna snap to it. They're gonna get things back on track. They're gonna wind it up. They're gonna get these people going. Nothing's gonna change. Same old stuff. Just live people that chant CM Punk now. So win-win. We're good. So Sorg, how did your weekend go?
I failed.
It was the most ham-fisted
I failed.
question I've ever
I
heard.
failed at wrestling. Okay, I failed at acquiring and watching wrestling. I had the perfect day lined up, but it rained in Michigan, and the show I was gonna see was Sarah, friend of the show, Sam Beal from Impact Wrestling, and Jake something, and I think Rahit Raju was on it at a flea market by the airport. It rained out.
What a setting.
It didn't happen. I'm like, it's okay. I got some more time. I got this other show, and it should have current champion, the Soul Taker. And I drive into Detroit. Another 20 minutes. And I go by the venue. Well, first I went to the wrong place. I don't know what my GPS did. So I ended up in a very questionable Detroit neighborhood. Thankfully, it was daylight. I went to the venue, and I'm like, there's nobody at this venue.
I mean, you were in Detroit.
I look at the Facebook page. Starts at 4 o'clock. And I'm like, why do I have 1 o'clock on my calendar? I don't know if they changed it. I don't know what happened. But I gave up, came home, and I was going to go watch Ring of Honor. Well, I sat down, watched Ring of Honor, watched the hour one, logged into my account. And apparently we got bit by this login issue. And I had to hear about fat wrestling fans because that's the loop that would play every time I got logged in, and I couldn't get back to the live feed. But it's okay. After my 3 strikes of wrestling, the feed came back right as other friend of the show, Shane Taylor, is coming to the ring. Because Shane Taylor gets shit done.
Shane Taylor cures bad internet feeds.
Hey, Sorg. This is why I only watch wrestling on my television.
Oh, yeah. How's Comcast treat you?
I don't have fucking Comcast.
That's still not.
I live in a functional
I'm sorry.
state.
Did you watch AEW and listen to an NBA game for about 40 minutes one night?
No, but there was one week, a couple weeks ago, where AEW on my DVR just wasn't working for basically all of the tri-state
shit
area, 'cause
happens,
I heard
Mike.
People in Connecticut had difficulties with
Like
it too.
WWE Network was shit for how many years, right?
And
Peacock
now
is,
it's gone.
Yeah,
You know,
Peacock
It's
is
dead.
questionable.
It's archives.
It doesn't mean anything, you know.
Unless
everything
you're
fails.
non-American, whatever that means.
Here's the counterpoint to Mad Mike. Sorg, in these new days that we're in, this new, this wild new future that we're in, everything is pushing out ones and zeros. Everything is streaming. It's
That's
just
right.
your brain tells you that if you're getting it through a cable box, it's somehow more reliable than it is if you get it through the internet. You know what? Hardware may vary, and you know what? Sometimes the cable does work more often than the internet. But everybody's streaming.
I remember a really bad Survivor series sitting at the Remedy household where it didn't happen. So
I'm not
on
gonna
pay-per-view.
lie. My favorite parts of my young wrestling childhood was when we would buy pay-per-views, and you hope against hope at like 7:58. You turn to the pay-per-view channel, and you're waiting and waiting, and it's like Jaws but with no fanfare. And as soon as you see that anti-piracy warning, you're like, "We got one!"
That's why I don't know.
It's like, yeah, you're like sitting with your buddies in your apartment. This was my experience for a long time. Just kind of like hoping that you had your stuff together that month, and the cable bill is not, not behind, that you got everything sorted out. So just so that WWE pay-per-view comes through once a month, that's the only thing that really matters.
So, and you notice if you're ever at a live show, okay, like you're in the arena at the pay-per-view, and the FBI warning comes up on the main screen, the crowd cheers.
Because they remember.
Because
they all know
they're
that feeling.
like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, good, we paid the cable bill, even though you're in the arena.
And even now, like you've watched, pay-per-views on WWE Network for the past few years. Even now, when it like goes from like kickoff show and dips to like you're on the network.
Yeah.
All right, there is literally zero chance. I mean, maybe a 0.1 chance that something might go wrong. There is zero chance that feed is gonna blank out on you. You're still stressed for that like little like 3 seconds. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
When Caleb Braxton goes away, I'm like, come on.
Don't leave me alone, Kayla.
Come on, Kayla. So I mean, and I gotta say, like, in alluding, Ring of Honor had some technical problems last night. I was having, and I'm not sure. I think they just started rolling the pay-per-view on Fight because I don't think I got logged into it, and I saw that was playing over there. So I don't know what the deal was, but also like Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling has had issues when they have big shows, especially with the Kenny Omega stuff. They're companies that don't have the resources of a WWE. I mean, look at what WWE had issues with, right?
I mean, even WWE realized this was part of the whole story behind, selling out to the cock was that we're a content company. We're not a live streaming company. Look, we'll just have this insane giant blue bird do it for us, and then we can just focus on making our TV.
Well, I
wrestling
mean,
movies.
they are still working on the network. Is still again live in other countries, so it's not like it doesn't exist. They just flip the switch and turn it off for America.
Right, but I think the point we're driving at here is that now you're looking at other companies. And I'll lump AEW into this too, who is kind of pushing their stuff out through other means. Also, they don't have their own, in-house, streaming service going. But for Ring of Honor and Impact, and even some, promotions that are especially ambitious independent promotions, New Japan World, whatnot, they are still trying to fight this fight on their own. And at the end of the day, the trend seems to be that you're going to have to get in bed with one of these big boys.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of who do you want to get in bed with. Now, if you're Ring of Honor, you're already in bed with a big boy, Sinclair, but Sinclair doesn't have some giant streaming service. No. At least nothing that I'm aware of.
Sinclair doesn't have the juice.
And I don't know how many resources Sinclair is dedicating to Ring of Honor, considering how things kind of operate.
Sinclair might not even know it still airs Ring of Honor.
Yeah, no. They know because Ring of Honor is one of the highest rated things that they have on their networks.
I mean, those hours
that, and I believe, considering
that's
I found Ring of Honor on the listings at like 9 p.m. here locally, like they are dedicated to Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor is doing very well for them. I know you don't like their television program, Mike, but it is accessible to the largest audience, being on the network, the over-the-air networks the way they are, much like SmackDown is now.
It depends on the state.
It does. Matt, what was that face I just landed on? Because I thought I was going to Mike, and I just saw you with your tongue out.
Yep. Yeah,
so
Matt was just.
It's just like
But still, even with your limited, even though Mike, you don't get it, still exponentially the Sinclair channels are in the majority of the big markets. New York is fucking weird, okay, first of all.
Really? Majority of the big markets? New York and LA?
No. New York consistently gets fucked on this stuff. But you know what? You had MSG WWE from the Garden, so I don't want to hear it.
And we had ECW at 2 a.m.
Yeah, I don't fucking care, man. I didn't even have any of that where I was, okay? ECW was inaccessible.
You lived in New York.
Oh, yeah, I should have lived in New York.
I still don't understand how
I'll move
all
straight
had
from
ECW at 2 in the morning. It was basically mailed. They were mailing VHS tapes out from Philadelphia to places across the country, just hoping they would run this thing. And it all ended up running at the same time every Saturday night.
I am unaware.
You get home from the bar while you're drunk, getting home from the bar at college, and you just flip it on there, and you
wait. Did you have it up in Erie?
Watching Taz choke people out.
Matt,
while you eat your pizza.
Did you have it up in Erie, PA?
Up in Erie, PA, yep, it was on at 2 in the morning. I don't know where I was seeing it, but I was always watching it.
I was a Youngstown, Ohio market. I was over the line in PA, and I do not have any awareness to ECW running on it.
I don't know if we were getting in on like Sports Channel Ohio or something like that, because they were getting in some of those Ohio sports stations too if you had the cable
I will.
package.
Also we did not have local cable of any sort. We had satellite dish in '96 and nothing was carrying it, so that we would have had because it would have been regionalized. It still would have been regionalized to our local carriers, and they didn't have it. We also didn't have a dedicated Fox network. And I don't know that they still do in Youngstown, to be honest. So
I mean, you'd be surprised how many how many cities kind of have these incomplete sets of affiliates. Like we're a little bit spoiled, here in Pittsburgh. We've got their complete set, all those major primetime networks.
Right.
You've got somebody carrying it, but if you go even to a city like Detroit, has kind of like one of the major affiliations is not present in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even see like a local news coming from one of those three, what you would expect from one of those three network affiliates.
We had our ABC affiliate started carrying, they started carrying Fox content, and I think they started playing it at like after the news. Yeah. Because ABC didn't have any late night programming. So Nightline one day a week, and like Saturday or something, and so that primetime 2-hour block of Fox came on like just after the news. You would get like, hey, Marvin's on or Martin's on, or something, right? Or Married with Children's on or something, right? It was really weird. And then I think sometimes you would get like they started carrying like the Fox Kids stuff a little bit, maybe. So it was real weird. Real weird.
And Fox just wants to get their stuff into the market, so I mean, do whatever they gotta do.
Fox at that point was like CW Today or whatever the hell the point is. My network, whatever.
You're talking about WPTT here in Pittsburgh. That's basically an independent, full syndicated station. So you're not going to find
because there was like
really anyone on there. But there is a CW affiliate. In
there's a CW, but it was my network was like what was running on something like that, and then I think that like it was supposed to be another CW, and then I think like they had Forrest Whitaker, Twilight Zone, and that show with the Pink Ranger from Canada where they're SWAT.
Yeah, I guess my network is kaput, huh?
What?
I guess my network is
my network
gone. It's gone, right?
I thought you were talking about the network you were on.
No.
No, they're still around.
My network TV, whatever you wanted to call it. Former home of Smackdown.
Yes. Yes. Oh, what?
It's
Wait,
gone, huh? They killed that network. No, I'm just joking.
No, it was. Yeah. Anyways. So now that we've talked about our TV, a localized TV.
So we should.
That was quite an invasion of talking about wrestling.
Hey, so let me talk about AEW AEW. Let me talk about AEW Elevation.
You don't even know what the name of the show is.
Listen. I'm having one of the. I'm having a night. I spent about an hour and a half talking about pre-production for a wrestling show tonight. So. With somebody that used to work for WWE, it feels like you get this feeling that I feel like you can't throw a rock without hitting somebody that used to work for WWE.
Sounds about right.
I know every time I throw stones in this house, I hit someone.
Okay, so yeah, I'm having one of those kinds of times. So I did watch Elevation, which had 15 matches.
Jesus.
And 2 hours. I'm really curious to see what Dark is, and also these are all from the Dynamite taping. It appears. In where were they? Austin? No.
When you guys go there, you better pack a fucking lunch.
Miami. So, are you telling me they did Dynamite and at least 15 matches for Elevation in the same crowd?
You guys better pack a fucking lunch.
Hey, I assume that unlike the Capitol Wrestling Center, the concession areas will be open. When we go to the AEW taping,
it's going to make more sense to me.
Eventually, they have to have last call. But I think they did like some of the. I think they did the Darby match after Dynamite Live was off the air. So it sounds like they did a little bit of it afterwards.
That's what they used to do.
I guess you could do the late arriving crowd like a UFC show and just roll in whenever.
So this is going to make more sense when we have Rampage tapings, right? Because it's more time. Well, you gotta think like maybe Dynamite. Okay, logistically, let's just suppose you watch Dynamite and maybe Elevation is taped alongside it. whatever that is, whatever, it was 45 minutes last week, it was 2 hours this week. I don't know what the fuck is happening with Elevation, okay? I'm just going to say that. I don't know what the fuck is happening with Elevation production-wise, okay? But, and then, like, you go watch Rampage, and there's all the dark tapings. That makes sense to me, right?
I mean, if you're going to go, consider the fact that Rampage, in theory, is only going to be a 1 hour show.
Yeah.
Then that would seem that, the fans would be up for perhaps a little bit more.
Right.
I was going to say,
enjoyment.
Rampage and then 15 jobber matches.
Well, let's
listen. Whoa.
Okay,
we had
13 jobber matches.
We had Darby Allin and Angelico with a Sting appearance. We had a great match with oh geez, was it Jungle Boy and Shoddy
Jungle
Lee?
Boy and Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson, that was freaking great. The ladies' matches were great. What else happened?
But also, let me guess who won.
Let
me just hazard a guess.
And Flago won last week, so you don't know shit, Mike. Okay, he could have beat Matt Hardy. He could have beat Matt Hardy. Who did he beat last week?
He pinned Ryzen in a tag match.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who?
Yeah. Well, you don't watch, so your opinion is not relevant here.
It's still a jobber match.
Nobody's jobber. Everybody's special on this one, Mike.
You're talking like every wrestling match that has ever dropped on television since the beginning of time has been this coin flip where anybody could have won.
I miss it.
I don't know.
I miss superstars.
Like that for the most part.
I want this. I want to just watch good wrestling. And even if they are jobbers, they fucking have real matches until Brian Cage and Powerhouse Hobbs just destroy people. But other than that, mostly they have great matches.
I'm not saying they don't.
I would rather watch that than have my intelligence insulted on Monday Night Raw. So how was Monday Night?
Honestly,
the other thing with Elevation, and I'm not saying I have a problem with Elevation. I'm just worried about that crowd. So just in general, health-wise, because I did sit through 6 episodes of Ring of Honor taping in the cold at Ross Driver Ice Gardens. I hate that building. But I don't know why anybody would do a show there. But anyways, so I got another big beef with AEW because Danny Limelight went MLW.
He did.
Get the big
crossed the line.
I'm
not ready. We're not ready for a big board update. And honestly, I was thinking about doing the. I'm thinking we might change the big board.
Okay.
To a what's the thing called? What's the thing called when you got the circles?
A Venn diagram?
Venn diagram.
I like that.
We might switch to a Venn diagram.
Okay.
No, Matt. The people demand a big board.
You know what? I am willing.
I'm saying. I think you may like the concept of a Venn diagram because it's easier to draw. I think when you actually start to do it, you're going to be like, oh, this is just the logo for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
He's not
wrong. We might
there.
need more than 10 rings.
Chat room.
Exactly.
Live chat room, or if you're catching us on Twitter, tell us big board or Venn diagram. What's your pick here?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us.
Be careful.
Tell us out there.
Okay, you know what? We'll have to do a live poll during the show tomorrow night.
Maybe.
No, I'll put it on Twitter.
This is fine here. Everybody let us know now. This is the show where we usually do this. So this is where the important stuff gets done. Tomorrow we play polka and hang out with the Inza the Luchador.
Oh shit! I have to wear my mask.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And also, by the way, Yinza also still a tag team champion. So that fits bookboard tag matches, you cowards.
By the way, speaking of champions, congratulations to essentially guest host Tatiana. First championship this weekend.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
also a friend of the show, Stevie LaBelle. First championship, tag team championships, also at Eclipse, the same as Tatiana, with Marshall Gambino. Marshall Gambino, I believe I saw that's his first championship or tag championship in 12 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
He should be moving stuff.
A lot of moving. A lot of moving.
lot
Mike.
of moving parts.
You don't see the setup for 2PW. The moving was good for those guys. Okay. So it's definitely doing really good. So, anyways, so I gotta watch. I gotta watch more MLW.
Oh boy.
That's on the list. Okay. I did watch Great American Bash this evening, while I was eating dinner and stuff. So I enjoyed that. I had thoughts on it that I can't recall right now.
Were your thoughts index related?
One that love happened, but also as he was carrying Indy out, I just had the thought in my head of like, oh, he's completely just gonna skin her now. So
No, it's okay. She's not Christy Hemme, so I think she's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
We haven't
Also,
noticed that he has a shrine built to Indy Hartwell yet.
I'm a fan of indie wrestling. But there was a point, I don't know, she was in a hold, and so Indy has this great like uninterested face, like that girl that you're telling about, like that girl that you're telling. She's got that consistent girl you're telling about your comic book collection to that has no interest in it. And she has displaying this look.
Sorg.
It's like resting fuck you face. We're wrestling fans. We've all seen this.
Sorg.
And she had that face while just like she had when they're doing the double holds, like she had that face like I don't give a shit about this hold that I am in. Kind of thing. I don't know.
Sorg.
Like and I'm not saying that as a detriment. I'm saying it works for her. And still a fan, and I can't wait to see what
I have been trying to figure out since Indy Hartwell came into NXT. She reminds me of someone. I couldn't place it for the longest time. I have finally figured it out. She reminds me of the third member of the Fashion Club on Daria.
Oh wow, that's a pull.
Yes.
I'm not ready for that pull.
It's a deep,
I'm trying to remember.
Deep pull, but she was. It was like I forget the character's name, but it was the one who would always talk very slowly, and I just see it. I'm like, that's Indy Hartwell.
I know what you're talking. Hold on a second. I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, I gotta pull it. Oh, wait, do we have it? Oh, I don't have it here. Hold on a second.
Hold on, I can bring it up.
I got it on a computer that's not connected.
Club.
Hold on. You mean this one, Mike? you mean?
Oh wow.
You mean the one on the? I can't tell you. The left.
Yes.
The shorter hair, the darker hair.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that one. This is how we display images now, guys.
1,000%.
I'm just holding the laptop up to this thing.
1,000%. That's exactly.
Thankfully, everything's portable around here.
And it just clicked in as soon, I'm like, yes. And then I just wanted to see, who else would be in the Fashion Club in Daria. And Candice LeRae, very easily, Sandy. Very easily.
I want to watch Daria now.
I don't know who Stacy would be, but I feel like it would be. Well, I can't even say Shotzi Blackheart now because she's on SmackDown.
I was really confused because I'm watching Great American Bash, and I'm watching like a lot of setups for next week.
Yeah.
And for people that I know had already just premiered on SmackDown.
Yep.
Because Toni Storm is setting up for a match. Then she appeared on SmackDown. And then Shotzi and Tegan had some stuff going on, but they appeared on SmackDown. So I'm like, did we just cut that off? Or are they going to do a weird crossover for a few weeks?
Oh, I mean,
Sorg, there ain't gonna be no goddamn crossover.
Nobody has last name, so I guess it's over.
Napalming NXT plot lines for their own, not necessarily for their own amusement, but because they don't give a crap. Vince needs more toys, and he's gonna take them no matter when or no matter how inconvenient it may be for Uncle Paul right now. Go ahead.
Speaking of inconvenient, this is probably where we should say. Although the return to crowds is going to be great next week, or this weekend actually, it will feel somehow lacking, to me anyway. Because the and I'm saying this, the Thunderdome MVP will not be around.
The Miz.
No. Miz Sorg. Did you watch Raw? Miz ain't missing shit.
His arms still
He's
work.
just-
He
he's
ain't
just
going
a-
anywhere.
He's just a prop for whatever Ricochet can do now.
he's
literally
just a
prop for
strong
Ricochet to
base
jump off.
for Ricochet.
Yeah. I'm talking about Bailey.
Yes.
I'm talking about Bailey. Ding dong, see you later. Ding dong, see you in 9 months. Ding dong, hopefully see you at post WrestleMania Raw.
What is the injury, and will it keep her from being on commentary or doing her talk show?
They haven't disclosed what the injury is that I've seen. I don't know. Matt might know.
I know there
more
were
than I've seen,
unfortunate
but
I
responses.
mean,
haven't
the
seen it.
intel, I mean, you could use your big brains and kind of extrapolate on this. She was on SmackDown. She had a brace on her knee. They said it's 9 months. That sure sounds a lot like a torn knee ligament.
Mhm.
But has anyone said those words? No. Does that mean that she can still talk? Yes. Typically, do they keep wrestlers around after they've had a torn knee ligament? No. They put them on ice for 9 months and then they bring them back. So
I would
no,
love
you're
to
not going
see
to get
Bailey
anything.
join the commentary team, but I don't think they're gonna. If they were in the Thunderdome, I think it would be a no-brainer that she would do that.
But she's injured, so she's not going to travel well.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that. Go rest up. Don't try to cram yourself in a plane every week. Yeah, I get it. Or a car.
Now, what I think they should do, if maybe have her come to the pay-per-views and be the special guest commentator on the SmackDown Women's Championship matches.
That would be fantastic.
I think that would be kind of cool. Like that'd be a nice little bonus treat. Or, I mean, you know, or maybe a live ding dong hello. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just spitballing.
I like it. Or she gets a ding dong hello web show, a la The Bump in RJ City on Peacock.
Oh my God. Oh my! Give Bailey and RJ City their own show.
No, jeez.
Please, please.
Yes.
Just put the two of them together. Just call them Bob and Weave. It'll be great.
Did any of you see the RJ City post? This is so off the road.
Wait. Are you about to talk about him giving commentary?
Doing
over-
English commentary for
for
German dubbed commentary.
Yes.
It's the
I didn't
Wait,
watch
what?
it. I saw the tweet.
Wait.
it's The Rock and Cena. They're doing a promo segment. There's German translation off of it. So every time The Rock says something, you hear a German translator. RJ City is there in a tiny box in the corner, retranslating it back into English after hearing it in German. After you've just heard it in English, get translated into German. In the hands of anyone, in the hands of a less accomplished comedic talent, it wouldn't work. But thankfully, we have RJ City. So it's freaking fantastic. Go check it out. Sorg, I've been doing some number crunching since we're talking about Bailey.
Ooh.
You know about this number crunching I've been doing. I'll give everyone a little sneak peek of what I've been up to. We've been tallying the workhorses of the Thunderdome era, total matches in the Thunderdome. So we've tallied all the Raw matches, all the SmackDown matches, all the pay-per-view matches, all the main event matches, because technically they were in the Thunderdome, to see who worked the most matches under each of these categories. And since we're talking about Bailey, it's a good time to mention...
hold on.
What?
Hold on. Can we guess?
Yes, I'm going to let you guess.
Okay,
but
cool.
Let me set it up. I'm going to tee you up.
Sure.
I'm going to tee you up, Mad Mike, because it's time for another impromptu episode of the Wrestling Game.
Yes! I love this. This is going to be great.
Most WWE pay-per-view matches in the pandemic era. So that encompasses not just Thunderdome, but Performance Center stuff. Basically, the no crowd era, which is March 11th, 2020 through July 15th, 2021. Most
pay-per-view.
WWE pay-per-view matches during that time, during that pandemic era. Chat room, feel free to jump in. I'll give you a hint. This individual totaled 16 pay-per-view matches during that time span.
This is. I'm guessing this doesn't include NXT then, right?
NXT is out of this. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't concern yourself with the NXT.
I got my pick.
They don't have pay-per-views.
16 matches.
I think this is easy.
I think Sorg probably has it. Give us a guess, Mad Mike.
Okay, I got mine.
Go ahead, give it to
No,
me.
Sorg, you can go first. You
No,
seem
Sorg,
I
what's
want
your
you to
guess?
go first. I want to hear your guess.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Sorgy?
Drew McIntyre.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
Because
Drew
he was on
McIntyre.
everything.
Okay.
He,
Now,
he
next-
was on
next
shows
guess.
where Bobby Lashley was not as champion.
That's your logic was sound, and obviously you both got it right. So good job. Next, we have a 4-way tie
Ooh.
with 12 pay-per-view matches during that same time period. Would you care to hazard a guess on who some or all of these 4 individuals were with 12 pay-per-view matches
I mostly got mine.
in front of nobody?
I mostly got mine.
I feel like Sorg and I should each write down our 4 picks,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
All
then
right, hold
and then
on.
we can. All right.
All right.
let's do this.
I got
Let's
this
do this
guy.
newlywed game style. All right.
I got this. Oh wait, I forgot the other ones.
See if the chat room's interested.
I got
in,
that guy,
jumping in on this
and
here
then
in
I
the chat
got.
room.
Hold on a second. Yes.
Drew McIntyre with 16,
Yes.
and now we have 4 with 12.
4 with 12. Let's put this here. Not. Is this a male only situation?
This is all genders.
All genders are included.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Good.
I have my 4.
I got 3. So.
Yeah. I have my. I have
Well,
my
let
4.
me
I have
start.
my
I'll
4.
probably since you're already locked in. I got the Miz, Bobby Lashley, Bailey, and I'm gonna go with. Oh, he showed up. Did Roman show up during the pandemic era? Did he come back then or before?
He so did.
He
He
came
so
back
did. He came
during
back
the
in
pandemic.
SummerSlam 2020.
SummerSlam 2020. I feel like 1, 2. That doesn't. Wait, it's been. Yeah, there's no way he would have done 12 by then. So I'm going to go for my 4th pick.
I'm sorry, I don't recognize that name.
I'm sorry, I'm breaking on this one. Not Ricochet. I'm just thinking who I see on the shows. Go ahead with yours, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
Mad Mike.
Well, I do have Reigns on mine.
Okay.
I also have Bailey, Woods, and Kofi.
Okay.
Sorg, do you have a last guess?
I mean, wouldn't Kofi wouldn't have? No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Sorg's guesses on the 4 wrestlers with 12 pay-per-view matches during the pandemic era is Miz, Lashley, Bailey, and Meh. And
That's
Mike's
fun.
guesses are Roman Reigns, Bailey, Xavier Woods, and Kofi. Each of you got, Mad Mike, you got 1 correct.
Damn. Okay.
Sorg, you got 2 correct.
Hmm.
Ooh.
The 4 wrestlers with 12 pay-per-view matches during that time are Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Lashley,
Okay.
Asuka,
Mm.
Asuka.
and Sasha Banks.
Really? Sasha had 12.
Sasha got to 12.
Okay, I
Hmm.
wasn't.
Hmm.
Sasha
Once
was
she got
like,
that belt, it was
Yeah.
like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Yeah, there was
okay.
like
which is
tag
crazy
team
because then
matches.
she hasn't
and-
been around for a few months. So
yeah,
Yeah,
'cause I
who knows
would
how
have
far
thought
she
Woods
would've
and
gone.
Kofi
Forgot
because they were
about her.
tag champs for a long time during the old demic.
the thing about all 5 of those folks is that they were there the whole time. Like they never
Yeah.
took a break. They never disappeared.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like Bailey and Sasha were like never not there until WrestleMania came. No, all right. One more. Do you want to do one more person? I'll tell you here.
Yes. This is great.
Next
You know
one
me. I
back.
live for these things.
With 11 pay-per-view matches, this individual is not anyone that you guessed previously that I told you was wrong. So an entirely new name that you guys haven't mentioned yet. And you're
Ooh.
going to be mad when you don't get this one. This is only one person, 11 pay-per-view matches.
Oh wow.
By the way, while we're cleaning up the mess, I'll tell you that Roman Reigns had 10.
Oh, okay. Thank
So
you.
Yeah, I was
Sorgi,
gonna
your,
say, I
your
knew he
logic
was
was
close.
sound that it would not have been possible for him to
I
get
knew
to
he was
12.
close.
But your brain was in the right place, Sorg, because between SummerSlam and now, and he just missed Hell in a Cell. So yeah,
I'm
even
gonna
if
go
he was
Miz.
Working every single pay-per-view.
I still think Miz is up there.
The Miz
Well,
kind of
Matt said it
off
wasn't
here.
anyone that we've guessed.
Oh, it wasn't anyone that we guessed. Sorry, I was juggling something else.
Plus, the Miz just got hurt, and he hasn't been around for a minute or two. Let's see, where was Miz
It's
on
not
this
Bray.
list?
It's not Bray Wyatt.
I have two guys in my head, and I don't know which one I want to go with.
The Miz had 8, Sorg.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I have two guys
All
in
right,
my head. I don't know which one I want.
Kevin
go with.
Owens.
That was one of them. I'll say Cesaro then.
Sorg, what'd you say?
Kevin Owens.
You're both wrong.
Wow. Okay.
It's Randy Orton.
Ah, Randy!
Whoa.
You should have known.
Yeah, he was everywhere for a while.
Mhm.
Lighting
And
shit
next
on
one's
fire,
back,
literally.
Part of the 3-way tie at 10 with Roman is Seth Rollins
Mhm.
and Shayna Baszler.
Wow, really? Oh yeah.
Got
okay,
that little
yes.
extra boost from
Wo-
having that
women's
WrestleMania
tag.
match with
Oh,
Becky?
Wow.
there he
So
is.
she
You
got
glitched
that
out a
extra
little bit.
singles match on pay-per-view.
Sorry.
I was gonna say that Shayna has 10 and breaks the tie with Nia because Shayna had that singles title match with Becky at the
Mhm.
WrestleMania. So Shayna has 10, Nia has 9.
Yeah, WrestleMania that time forgot.
WrestleMania that we don't talk about anymore. Exactly. So, yeah, fun facts. So yeah, we've been tabulating. We're gonna push some of this data out on the Just Pro Wrestling News social media over the weekends. But fun game to play.
So do you have who has the most matches?
I do. It's
All
broken
right,
up
so-
by
Sorry. I think we
do by total, by grand total, by Raw, by SmackDown. We can go any way you like it. We can.
Sorg, I think we have to take one stab at total matches in the Thunderdome
Let's see where we're at here.
in the pandemic era. Total matches. I think we each get 3 guesses. I think.
Total
This
matches.
covers Raw. This is the grand total of all the matches they did on Raw, SmackDown, main event, and the pay-per-views.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
this
that's what
totals
I'm
all of
saying.
those
Sorg,
matches
we gotta take a guess.
between
Hey.
March 11th, 2020 and July 15th, 2021.
I don't even know.
The
All right, I have a
quote-unquote
where to
question.
start
pandemic
with
era.
that.
Go ahead.
Is it anyone that we have said for the pay-per-views?
Here's a here. Well, first of all, I'll tell you.
So I'm thinking it's not.
It's a tie at the top.
Oh,
2 people
Okay.
tied at the top. One of them you two have already guessed, and another person's name has been uttered during this conversation.
Oh man.
It's juicy, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're getting to play with this because this was
is
a lot
this
of
is
work.
fun.
So,
I live for this shit.
The
You know
Miz.
me.
you know, I'm like cage match. You're
The
the best.
Miz.
Thank you for making me click back and forth through pages and pages of data. I had so much fun.
Sorg's bound and determined to say Miz.
The Miz.
Mad Mike,
Is
do
it-
you have a
is it-
guess?
Well, I'm thinking Drew's probably one of the tied. I'm trying to think of the other one.
Yeah, you can guess 2 names for Sorg.
You said he's been uttered.
I said this person has been uttered.
I'll say Drew and Ricochet.
Sorgi?
Oh, I need a second one. I would say Drew and Miz.
Drew and Miz. Okay, Miz, I'm sorry to say he's well off the pace. The Miz's total matches are 46. 46 total matches. Mad Mike said Drew McIntyre and Ricochet. Good guesses. Drew is 3rd with 62.
Okay.
Ricochet is 5th with 59. So excellent guess with Ricochet. Those main event matches, they really help.
I know. That's what I was thinking. They add up.
Oh,
Definitely.
Asuka. What about Asuka?
He's got Sorgi, you are correct. That is one of the top people. Asuka with 69.
Hey!
Yeah, nice.
Oh!
Nice. And also tied with
Oh,
69.
Hold on. One more guess.
Let me down.
Bailey?
No.
Damn.
Let me check the tally on Bailey. Bailey, not as many matches as you would think. And that kind of like, in my mind, that like cements her place as like a main eventer. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know what, Bayley's
Lots of
a
mic
total
time.
main eventer because
Lots
she
of mic
doesn't
time.
do a ton of matches anymore. She has 43. She's in Miz
Okay.
territory.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
you know, why have Bayley wrestle when you can have her? Okay, the other person was 69, tied with Asuka, Shayna Baszler.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Asuka,
Women getting
Shayna,
shit done.
exactly. And we were saying it.
Who's
during
the top man? Who's the top male
Drew-
superstar?
Drew is the top male
Okay.
at 62. Bobby is one behind with 61.
Wow.
And you know what? Since Bobby had a match tonight, we have to update the stats. Bobby is going to be at 62,
Mhm.
and Asuka will be alone in first because she had a match tonight, so she'll have 70.
Oh wow.
So I do have to update this based on the numbers we had tonight.
That's
All right.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Good on you, Asuka.
I'm loving this. I'm loving
We
this.
were saying it during the pandemic. We were saying the women are carrying this show,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not an illusion. The women have been carrying this company, or at least
Yep.
carrying an equal share of the company. You know, and it's all there. It's in the data. You know, the match counts are like dead. You know, it's like female, male, female. You know, there's
That's crazy.
because they're all.
That's crazy that Asuka had more matches than Drew.
Yeah.
And like
Another one of those people, like, she got a hold
considerably
of those-
more.
She got a hold of those belts.
Yeah.
You
You know why?
Title matches all the time.
You know why? And I didn't think of this.
Mm-hmm.
Drew got COVID.
That probably
That
hurt.
probably swung it.
Definitely probably swung it a little bit. He did miss a week or two, but even then,
No, he missed a whole
Asuka
month.
at 70.
He missed
Drew
a whole
at-
month.
Yeah, but you know, if you look at Asuka at 70 matches, Drew at 62, you know, a month wasn't going to make up 8 matches.
Raw's booking, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
there's been some double match nights. So,
Remember, there were a lot of Raws in the beginning there where people were double dipping.
yeah,
on the same
yeah.
show.
That's not the way Ophidian was, but you know.
Yeah.
So is this going to be another chart on Just Pro Wrestling News social media?
We're setting up a series of charts. We're going
Okay.
to push them out over the weekend.
Okay.
We'll probably push one out on for SmackDown. We'll do a SmackDown breakdown.
I
And then
would
we'll-
like to petition that we do a game for the top NXT person tomorrow night on the show.
I don't have the NXT data tabulated
Okay,
yet,
okay.
but maybe I could take a look.
And I would posit that that's
I could definitely give you individualized stats for Raw and stats for SmackDown.
Okay.
So we're gonna have an individual chart for SmackDown, an individual chart for Raw, and we'll probably push those out on Friday and the coming Monday, and then probably on Sunday for the Money in the Bank. And in fact, the graphic is already made. You'll get to see the big the pay-per-view total pay-per-view graphic in which
There you go.
our queen Aunt Pam is celebrated properly as she goes off on her vacation.
So Raw tonight.
Yeah, so Raw.
Raw was actually pretty good, I thought. I thought they closed out the.
Oh wait, we're
Thunderdome
talking about
nicely.
Raw now. Oh, we did. We haven't talked about Raw yet.
We didn't talk shit about Raw.
All right. Well, let's
We'll keep it
we'll
quick.
have to make it quick because we still got to talk about Black Widow.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna talk about it because Matt hasn't fucking seen it yet.
I think we can say some things.
But that Falls Count Anywhere match. That was lovely.
Mhm.
That was lovely. I love seeing Prince Puma and Johnny Mundo go at
You
it.
saying Sorg needs to put it to the watch list?
I would
Yes.
put it on the watch list. I just think it was interesting. And tell me this, Mad Mike, if you had
Mhm.
this thought when he was setting up for the final blow. I don't want to say too much about it since it appears Sorg hasn't seen it yet. Were you
Don't
sitting
worry
there
about it. Don't
wondering,
worry about
are we going to see a 450
Oh,
or
I
a
was
shooting
scared.
star?
I was scared.
And then he did
shitless.
what he did, and you were just kind of like, okay.
I was scared shitless. And I'm like, very safe.
which
very-
way are you going to rotate,
he wants
Ricky?
he wants to have his pay-per-view payday. That's what that was.
That's what he wants. Yeah, he doesn't
He
want
wants
to
the
miss that money in the
pay-per-view
bank.
payday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Funny.
I was shit scared. I'm like, no, don't do this. Don't do this for no people. Don't do this for it wasn't even a live Raw. It was a taped Raw. Don't do this for
I know,
a
exactly.
pre-taped Thunderdome Raw. Like, but it was okay. It was fine.
Don't do it for these TV screens.
Yeah. Don't do it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine.
Anything for the talk. I just heard about that the other day. They call it the
Oh,
talk
no.
now, Sorg.
Oh,
Not
no.
TikTok.
Nope.
It's the
Nope.
talk.
Nope.
It's the talk. Oh boy, you got the talk, the peacock.
Oh my
You
god.
got everything.
You got the chiking. You got everything now. We're dropping letters left and right. Who cares? What's language? Who cares? Say whatever the hell you want. My children won't know how to communicate. It's all right.
You got that D plus with the Black Widow on it.
Got that D plus.
You got
I
that
like
D
calling it
plus.
The D plus. Hey kids, you want to get on the D plus? Kids are like, shut up, Dad. No one calls us
Shut up,
that
Dad.
now.
We're watching the Mount.
What the hell's on the mount? There's nothing to watch on the mount.
Oh, no,
Daria.
there's some stuff on the
there's
Trek ain't back for a
there's
little
Daria.
while.
There's Daria. There's this bastardization of Ninja Turtles that I'm watching.
I saw an
watching
ad.
that?
I
Is that-
saw an ad. I don't even know what it might be on the cock. They're rebooting Turner and Hooch.
That's on the D plus.
That's on the D plus.
That's on the D
Thank
plus.
God I get to see this.
That's on the D plus. Yeah.
Get me a young
Turner
Tom
and
Hanks.
Hooch
Wait a minute.
getting the reboot.
Avengers is on Paramount. I'm confused.
Oh, they still got that long-standing agreement. So.
Oh,
Wait,
that's right. That
Avengers?
was Paramount.
Or is this the Avengers with Uma Thurman?
No.
Oh.
This is the original. Well, remember the first few movies were distributed by Paramount.
No,
So,
I know, but like
so
sometimes
I know
when
which
I
one
see
you're talking about, yeah.
Avengers on certain streaming platforms, I'm like, is this the one with Ray Fiennes and Uma Thurman, or is this
yeah.
Marvel's The Avengers?
Got to make that distinction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm adding Daria to my watch list again.
Are you on the Mount, Sorg?
I'm on the
because you
Mount.
should also add the show review.
Review. What's
Yes. Sorg, it may be the best one-season show I've ever seen in my life.
that? So you're telling me I'm going to pay for the Mount for more than this? Oh, it's this guy.
It's only one
okay.
season. It's great.
Okay. All right. Well,
Sorg, I think you'll appreciate this because it's a man who's dedicated to his craft and will do anything to protect the integrity of his craft of reviewing life.
Okay, I think
I'm telling you, Sorg.
I feel like
you'll
I've
love it.
seen like a part of this or something. It sounds familiar. Oh, Arrival. Yeah. There's a couple. Damn it. I'm just paying for all the services, aren't I?
Don't do it.
Whoa!
Don't pay for the mounts.
Whoa! Never mind, because you know what's on here. The Super Mario World and Super Mario 3 cartoons.
Those were on Netflix at a time. I don't know.
They were, but now they're on Paramount.
Ah,
Well, hello there. Now you have my interest, and I'm seeing if you got some other stuff.
first you
too.
had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Unfortunately, they do not have the Super Show and Zelda cartoons, but
Well, excuse me, Paramount.
that's a nice callback.
Hey,
by the way.
congrats to Italy on the Euro win, by the way. While we're on the topic of Italian heritage. So
Speaking of
more
Italian,
Japanese heritage at this point.
speaking of Italian heritage, I went to Olive Garden the other night in Michigan because I knew Virgil wouldn't be there.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know, Sawyer, that's pretty close. He could have been there.
No, that's why I won't go to one in Pittsburgh because I'm like I just have that looking over my shoulder feeling, and I can't because I'm worried that there will be family.
Don't worry, Sorg. Every good paisan looks over their shoulder when they go to the Olive Garden.
What goes down at the Olive Garden?
Nothing good, I'll tell you that. For sure.
Holy crap! Okay, I had a good time, but again, I was by myself, so. So.
Is it
Always
true
a
that
great
Vin
time.
Is it true that Vin Diesel goes to every Olive Garden and just welcomes people because when you're there, you're family?
On that note, I think we're just going to end it and talk about Black Widow next week after Matt watches it.
We can talk about Loki quick.
Loki. Matt, are you up on Loki?
I'm
He's
up on Loki.
Spoiler alerts. Here we go.
Smoke monster, right? Just like Lost, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly like Lost.
They are gonna pay it off, right?
No, I think it's already gone.
I think
I think it's already done.
Yeah, we already paid off a lot of shit in that. episode. So yeah, it was.
It was one of those episodes where I was sitting sometimes I watch a Marvel joint and I'm watching it and I'm like, people who've read comics all their lives, they're getting a lot out of this episode. And I'm sitting here enjoying it at face value. I'm at like at this level, but like I'm certain Mad Mike and Sorg, they're enjoying it at this level.
Matt,
They're like up here.
I have a question, Matt. It's a two-parter.
All right.
What did you think when you saw that helicopter that read Thanos on it?
I knew what that was. I
You
recognized
did?
that. I did. I read enough
How do you know
breakdown
that?
videos. I saw it and I was like, I know. I was the Leonardo DiCaprio gif right there. I was like, I know that reference. I know what that is.
What did you think when you saw Frog Thor?
I didn't catch that the first time. I just saw something bouncing around in the jar, and I
had to go back to it too.
Here's something I read today.
Mm.
Do you know who voiced Frog Thor?
In that 2 seconds while he's like bouncing around the
Yes.
thing,
Yes.
It had to have been like Sean Gunn or something.
Vin
Chris
Diesel.
fucking Hemsworth.
No.
Chris fucking Hemsworth
Because of
voiced
Of
Throg
course. I will.
for that 2 seconds.
And I think did I tell one of you? No, I was telling Chachi this when we were playing Rocket League the other night. I watched like somehow I went from that episode. No, or was I watching Black Widow? And I ended up on Chris Hemsworth swimming with sharks.
Mhm.
It was a National Geographic special.
Yeah,
So
as you do.
it's like because of course they know their audience. So it was good. It was about the shark problem off the eastern coast of Australia actually.
Ah.
So it was and yes but Crin's
I heard they're gonna do an episode of like Jackass with sharks for Shark Week.
Oh boy, that sounds terrible.
No.
Someone's gonna die.
It's literally like clips of them just falling into the water and them people screaming from shore. Oh no!
I do have a quick question for you guys regarding the D+. Did either of you happen to catch the Simpsons short?
I did.
The Bart and the Loki?
Mm-hmm.
It was
With multiple
wonderful.
post credits, by the way.
Yes. Oh man, Matt,
Mhm.
you gotta catch it. It's 6 minutes.
Okay, that sounds
It's
like an easy
wonderful. Tom Hiddleston is in it.
watch. In the flesh,
In The Simpsons.
in The Simpsons. Okay.
It was wonderful. Like honestly, if you told me that was the series finale of Loki, I'd be like, I get it.
Mm-hmm. I think we got
I
one
get
more,
it.
right?
One more episode.
One more. Black Widow. Can I say? Definitely sets up another Disney series.
Oh boy, does it!
I'll just put you.
And
Put you there.
also, if you haven't watched the other Disney series,
Oh yeah.
shame on you.
Oh yeah. If you haven't
because
watched,
you ain't gonna know what's happening.
no, you and I'm not
For the
gonna
post credits. For the post
for the post credits.
The movie is very self-contained.
The movie stands by itself, and just as long as you understand that it happens after Civil War, but before anything Infinity War, you're good. And
Mhm.
I think it's fine for being that timing. Like,
Oh, I love the movie.
I
thought it was great.
I have no problem with time jumps like this, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we practically already do it between Captain America and Captain Marvel,
Mhm.
the captains,
Yeah.
and the, jeez. The Red Guardian is maybe my new favorite character in the Marvel universe.
man.
Jeez, man.
Fucking David Harbour.
He's so good.
Like
He's
Dave-
so good.
literally, it's all right. It's weird to say this because we've known her the longest, but Natasha is the least interesting character in this movie.
Kind of. Like
kind of,
her-
but
so,
she's playing
spoilers,
like the straight
little-
role.
her handler, her
Oh.
sister. I mean, her.
He's
mo-
lovely. I just want to see
I
him
could do
come
without
back.
the mother, but you know,
Sorg. This is a channel where we do not shit talk racial vice. All right.
Oh,
We
no,
don't shit talk racial
just,
vice.
it was the
Never.
least interesting.
She fought the Rock as a scorpion, Sorg.
Her matter of fact, there's a new plan during the entire exit sequence was was wonderful.
Yes.
Just like, oh, we're gonna do this now.
Yep. Lord love a plan B.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I had to get it on Disney Plus afterwards because my theater definitely truncated things, and I'm like, why does this movie feel so claustrophobic? Right? Like there's those scenes where bad guy and Natasha are like face to face. I mean, it happens in every movie. It's not a spoiler. And I'm
now
like,
kiss.
you know, but you're like, oh, they're like really close. But like, I'm watching it without like the ends cut off, so it's like, oh my god, they're really close. So it kind of, it just made everything feel claustrophobic. I also paid like $8 because it was the only theater within 30 miles.
Where the hell were you?
I was in Jackson, Michigan. Hey,
oh, God.
There ain't shit in Jackson, Michigan, apparently.
Another check mark in the corner of Michigan.
No, it was in the middle. Listen,
way to go,
wait,
Michigan.
Which one?
No wrestling, lousy
is this
movie
it?
theaters.
Okay. It was about there. It was right in the middle. Right in the middle. Right. Because you got that. You got Ann Arbor. Wait, I don't know which way I'm looking
in Detroit.
Here. Hold on, this is
Should
it.
have gone further.
There's
Detroit's
right
Detroit's right here.
Detroit's
Thank
oh,
you.
Detroit's
Thank you,
here.
Chris Saban.
Okay, hold on. Nobody can see you. So he showed me the right way to do it.
Detroit's
so
right
Detroit's here. This is where I was disappointed for the second time. This is disappointed for the first time, and then this is where I stayed all week. And then I went down here for work, and then back up here because that's where my hotel was. Because you do not want to stay in these hotels. Listen, you do not want to stay in these hotels. Okay, like I heard some shit when I stayed in those hotels.
Back up a little bit.
Easy.
Like we
right.
get it, but
now you were here. Now I've been.
By the way, audio podcast.
My only time up to screw that. They're done. They're on their own. Sorry. You should be watching on YouTube. Now my only trip to Michigan, I went to Grand Rapids. I was over here.
Oh yeah. I've done that. We did.
Right
went
about
to
there.
Muskegon.
Grand Rapids is lovely.
Muskegon to see that. Grand Rapids. We went to Grand Rapids twice to watch arena football. Because this was the closest arena football we could watch for some reason. So we decided to drive there. One time we went all the way across Canada. So it's just, you know, it's unsettling.
No, we go from Detroit.
Yeah.
And then you go down here, you go like through there.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah.
Ontario.
Yo, it's a really takes you back when you're looking for your wrestling show and you find an exit that says Bridge to Canada. It's just really unsettling.
Well, surely Canada has some wrestling.
Yes. So, and then especially now knowing that like you can't get there. So we're like, oh, if I take a wrong turn, like I'll be all right. I got my passport in the bag. But now it's just like, no.
Canada is closed.
Can I just be like, I took a wrong turn. Which I'm sure happens all the time. That's what happened to me at Universal Studios. Just give me a pass and I'll drive on through. So,
Nice.
What the hell are we doing? Tomorrow, we're doing we're continuing our tag team series. Hashtag book more tag team matches. Hashtag you cowards. Yinza, the Pittsburgh Luchador, who is the current KSWA tag team champion with Big Country McGraw. And well, I don't think Big Country's coming. I didn't ask. I don't know. Maybe he'll just come along. I don't know. Big Country, if you're listening, come on down. Bring your belt and your cowboy hat, and we'll have a conversation. So that's where I'm at. And then we will have the Runway, the current 2PW tag team champions. So we got 3 weeks at least of tag team champions.
Okay.
So we're doing. There's people I'd love the book, but they have to be in tag teams. I'm sorry, Matt Light.
Yeah.
So
now, and we're going to reveal our top 3 matches of the pandemic era. That was the homework, right?
Oh yes.
So I've got 2 matches, 2 out of 3 locked in stone, in Sharpie.
I have 3 in my head. I'm going to try to think of some alternates in case there's crossover.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got 3 in my head. I have a 4th in pencil, but I need to kind of go over the shows.
Mine are
again.
easy. All three of mine involve Danny Limelight.
God damn it, Sorg.
MLW superstar Danny Limelight.
That's right, MLW. The reason I'm gonna watch. What the heck is it? Vice?
Okay.
Are they on Vice yet?
Yeah, it's on
When
Vice.
do I
but
watch
don't
Battle
think we're
Riot?
getting any new episodes until the weekend of the 24th.
Tell me about Battle Riot. That apparently, according to the Just Pro Wrestling map calendar for this past month, it was this past Saturday.
Yes, but it's not being broadcast for a couple weeks.
What the shit?
So I didn't even look. I haven't even looked for results yet on it because no spoilers.
I
Keep it on lock.
I kind of want to watch Battle Riot.
That's right, you do.
I don't want to watch the whole show. I just want to watch the Battle Riot match
Just
itself.
watch. You don't have to watch every
You
stupid
know
match.
what?
It's
Some
all right.
people just tune in for the Royal Rumble.
You're not
It's okay.
obligated. This is not an exercise in suffering. This is an exercise in sampling. Come for the Dario Cueto. Stay for
that's
the
why I'm
Danny
going.
Limelight.
That's
all you got to do.
I mean, I guess.
Yes, come for El Jefe. Stay for Radioactive Poppy.
You know what? If there was a season 5 of Lucha Underground, you know for a fact Danny Limelight would have been on that.
Yes.
He would have been on that.
Yes.
No doubt. No doubt in my mind.
No, the only thing I know for sure about if there was a season 5 of Lucha Underground, Wade Barrett would have literally decapitated someone with his bull hammer. That's the one thing I know for sure.
No
That's the
complaints.
one thing I know for sure.
That's right.
But
On that
sadly,
note,
we'll never see that.
We'll see
No,
you
we
guys.
won't.
We will be live
Until the Joseph or someone or whoever signs us over the rights, and then Matt and I can make our own movie.
I don't even care. I don't want the rights. Just give us the Bible. I just want to see what was going to happen.
You ready
I
for
can't live with this.
Stimmy
Not
check
knowing.
Lucha Underground?
Yeah.
We got
Actually, you know what, Matt? I think it's time you and I, as we're signing off, you and I will each craft a tweet to Krista Joseph asking for the Bible of Lucha Underground.
Chris, just a small wait. Here we go. Just hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Joseph, there you are. Long time, no talk. Long time. Long time, no talk.
What is
Hope
happening
all is
right
well.
now? What is going on?
Since we were
Long time,
talking
no
about
talk.
that
Hope all is
on-
well. Too many niceties, but good. Hope all is well. Just wanted to ask if if Mad Mike, I'm gonna tag you in mine.
Oh yeah, I'm
bring
tagging
on
you
board.
in mine too.
Mad Mike, not that. Come on, dude. Mad Mike
What?
and I may borrow the Lucha Lucha Underground Bible.
I think I'm going to
For
add
about a week or so.
Yeah.
We just want to know what was going to happen.
I think I'm going to add a GIF of a dog saying "Pretty Please."
Thanks. Fist bump emoji. Okay.
And I add a GIF of a dog saying "Pretty Please."
Hi, Krista
With
Joseph.
its
Long
tail
time no
wagging.
talk. Long time no talk. Long time no talk. Hope all is well.
Yeah. You know, just
the dog? Really? The dog?
absolutely the dog.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
wow.
Pretty please. Look at this thing.
How can you say no to it? How can you say no? I
never
ask you.
repeated. Wow. Well,
I ask you, how can
we'll
you
see.
say no to that dog?
I
You
can
can't.
say we can close this show out finally. We are live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on all your social medias. Please subscribe to the Wrestling Mayhem Show and the WMS Super Feed. And please support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. We see you guys next time. Mayhem out. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.